Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we talk about the Subaru 6-cylinder engine. This engine is absolutely awesome. Take a closer look. This engine is a EG33. This engine here is so nice and I show you why. Look at these fat sleeves there. Can you see it? The sleeve is maybe something about 5 mm. When you see here, this is an EG33. This engine have maybe 2 or 3 mm. And when we do here in closed deck conversion, that will be a monster. I think it can easily handle 1000 horsepower. The diameter here is 97 mm like the EG22. And we have a stroke from 75 mm. But if you want, you can use a stroker crankshaft and you have 79 mm stroke, and so you have 3.6 liter or something like this. That would be awesome. Can you imagine how sexy it would look when this engine have a build like this here? Oh yeah, with fat studs and nice closed deck. That would be so nice. And this engine only weighed 35 kilos, the case. That is amazing, because you will never find an engine with 6 cylinders and 3.3 liter who weighed 35 kilo. That's absolutely awesome. Let's take a closer look here to the main journal. The main journal is pretty long when you see the small one from the EG25, but there is a good one. I'll show you why. So, the case from the oil pump is pretty the same like from the EJ20, but we have here, I show you the flow. Pressure goes here through the filter in the top here, and here is the first main gallery. This main gallery goes complete to the end of the block, from here to head, and from here to the head, and through this bearing, this and this, and the first one. And that's good, because when it gets oil pressure, the crankshaft is directly, I will not say, yeah, something, how it calls, maybe flying on oil or something like this, because the front have pressure and the rear one have pressure. That's very good. So then the oil pressure goes here through this hole and through this small gallery. This gallery is only till here, and the 4, 3 and 2 bearing get oil pressure, and of course through the heads. That is good, but when you want to drive more horsepower, I think you need a dry sump, or as a low budget setup, a Roger Clark Motorsport 12 mm upgrade pump. Okay. The main journal is trusted here. Here you can see it. Here are the bearings. Yeah. And the best is that the way from the case till the here is not so long like on the EJ20. There it is much longer, or I think something about 8 mm longer, and that makes this main bearing much stronger. I found it pretty funny, because when you imagine that here would be no cylinder, it would be looks like an EJ22 from a Legacy or something like this. But hey, here's a third one. That is really funny. I can imagine how the Japanese engineers was thinking about, okay, we need a 6-cylinder engine. No problem. We put there a third one in, no problem, and everything is fine. We use a little bit bigger pump, and let's start. Because I know from some Subaru guys that this engine really have never problems with something like this. They run easily 300,000 or 400,000 kilometers. That are pretty good engine, and of course it is a good engine because it is on the EJ setup. And the EJ is normally a good engine too, but A lot of people do not so good nice things with it, except of course the thin cylinder walls, but that is because of the emission setups and something like this. But this engine, when you use it normally, you will never kill it. Okay. The engine here have a timing belt, a really normal timing belt, but it is a little bit thicker than the EG20 or EG25 timing belt. I have currently not a timing belt here, but in the next videos you will see the complete build. That is only the start, and I want to show you the difference a little bit between the EJ and the EG engine. I know there is another 6-cylinder engine, but I don't like that. This one here is a real 6-cylinder, and we will make a beast from this engine. I'm pretty sure. And yes, I said click at the subscribe button to follow this nice build. I think in the next days we start this build, and it's a little bit tricky because you need some special custom tools, but for that we have the small mini mill. They can help us with this build, and that makes me pretty happy. Yes, I said stay tuned, and I hope we see you in the next video.